Hello everyone, my name is Pavitran and I'm from Group 3. The topic of my presentation today is social media and the internet are bringing more good or bad to rural areas. Before jumping into the topic, let me explain what is social media and the internet. Social media is a platform for public around the world to discuss their issues and opinions. It is also a term used to describe the interaction between groups or individuals. Social media is also a place where they produce, share, and sometimes exchange ideas, images, videos, and many more over the internet and in virtual communities. On the other hand, internet is known as a global system of interconnected computer networks that uses the internet protocol suite to communicate between networks and devices. To make it simple, the internet is a global wide area network that connects computer systems across the world. Starting the topic of our presentation today, is social media and the internet are bringing more good or bad to the rural area? Well, let's look into the slides. The main advantages of internet and social media, especially YouTube and Facebook to the rural area, are endless education opportunities and instant updates and information. What does it mean by endless education opportunities? Yes, you guessed it correct. The awareness of getting something new. The internet can let a person to communicate with people in virtually any parts of the world. Once upon a time, students in rural areas used library card catalogs, encyclopedias, and magazines to find information for projects. Today, the internet streamlines academic research through online databases and search engines, allowing students to view the full text of a scholarly publication, of research studies, and even of book rights from their computers. Doing this online research also lets them sharpen their critical thinking skills by evaluating internet sources of credibility, bias, and also usefulness. Knowing how to determine a source's trustworthiness can help students evaluate online sources they come across both in and out of the classroom, making them smarter consumers of information. Besides, social media such as YouTube and Facebook are offering a lot of online classes such as tutorials or even lectures. This may help rural area students who are having difficulty to attend classes. They can revise with the help of Facebook and YouTube. They can even stay connected with lecturers or online tutors through the comment section in YouTube and Messenger in Facebook. Secondly, updates and information is probably the biggest advantages that internet and social media offers. Internet is a virtual treasure trove of information. Any kind of information on any topic under the sun is available on the internet. The search engines like Google, Yahoo are at your service through the internet. Social media such as YouTube and Facebook is a place where we get instant updates. For instance, the daily update of COVID 19 is uploaded in both YouTube and Facebook by the Health Ministry. There's a huge amount of information available on the internet for just about every subject known to man, ranging from government law and services, trade fairs and conferences, market information, new ideas and technical support, and the list is simply endless. The question is, how does all this help people in rural areas? It's simple. People in rural area are having a less probability in getting instant updates. Either they will get it late or they are being left out. Internet and social media will definitely build a bridge and allow people in rural area to be more exposed to the outer world. As what elder people says, a good is always followed by a bad, and the context of internet and social media is not excluded from this. Even though internet and social media are providing tons of advantages, there are always disadvantages which shadows the advantages of it in rural areas. The first is increased feelings of inferiority. Self-esteem refers to a person's positive or negative evaluation of the self, the extent to which an individual views the self as worthwhile and competent. Self-esteem is the evaluative emotional component of the self-concept. Also, self-esteem can be conceptualized as a both mostly stable trait that develops over time. As a result of chronic or occasional exposure to upward comparisons on social media sites, there could be a negative impact on people's self evaluation and self esteem. Everyday social media use may affect self esteem negatively, while state self esteem can also be affected by incidental use. In fact, research shows that people who use Facebook frequently reports a higher depression risk and decreased well-being. The next is lower productivity levels. Excessive usage of the internet and social media also decreases productivity. Productivity means how efficient we are in a task or job. Internet and social media draws more attention because of its entertainment factors. They often get rid of our stress level when we are studying or even working. YouTube, for instance, contains videos which may carry us away from our task. While this may seem to be good since our mental health is not being affected, in reality it affects our productivity level. Works which are supposed to be finished in 2 hours will be procrastinated to 3 hours. In worst cases, procrastination often leads to incomplete works. The reason behind lessened productivity is simple, as most of us may have experienced this: multitasking. Having a YouTube tab minimized or a running video in the background diverts us, or even a message from a or even a message from a friend in Facebook could draw all our attention. The next is deceitful information. Information obtained from the internet or social media may not always have to be true. In fact, due to our curiosity level, we often end up questioning ourselves if the news or a fact which we read is true or not. Deceitful information from anonymous person could cause a lot of damage from the aspect of politics or economy. In fact, deceitful news have the tendency to shake the entire economy. For instance, a wrong news about a corporate company may send negative signal to the shareholder who might sell off their shares in that company. Due to that particular wrong news, the entire value of the company will drop. We might even receive wrong information when we are having a conversation with another individual, person to person. Taking a simple example, individual A says something about individual C to individual B. Due to the friendship between A and B, they might end up having a bad image about C. The image of an individual C could be tarnished. As a big image, deceitful information may also come from the public itself. For instance, wrong information shown in banners which are carried out during riots. The last disadvantage is addiction towards it. Internet and social media are like a magnet. They have a strong attraction power which pulls people close to it. People from rural areas are more prone to this as they have a limited access to the outer world. As a consequence, they end up finishing most of their time in internet and social media. Internet and social media are often being related to drugs due to its addiction. Once you're addicted to it, it's very hard to quit. Addiction to internet and social media could cause a lot of damages physically to us. The impact of this could not be seen in a short period, but in a longer term, we may face health issues such as bad eyesight, as long hours in front of screen can damage our eyeballs. Psychologically, addiction to internet and social media could also cause depression or anxiety. To sum up things, internet and social media is a great platform for people in rural area. In the end, it is always our personal view about it. We from Group 3 conclude that there are both advantages and disadvantages which weighs the same. I would like to end my presentation by saying anything which is not in excess is always healthy. Thank you.